been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
No matter what life holds, we'll be there for you. Mountain West Bank. Today, tomorrow, together.
This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank and our major advertising partners there, Project Filter, Valley-Wide Cooperative, the Idaho Transportation Department, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Next Steps Idaho, and your local Toyota dealer. We are live and free from Kuna High School. Should be a good one between two 5A SIC teams. The Kuna Cavemen come into this game with a 3-2 overall record, 1-2 in conference play. Mountain View dropped their first 2 games of the season, but they have things rolling with 3 straight wins over Owyhee, Bora, and Boise. They're 3-2 entering tonight, 3-0 in conference play. We also want to thank our local advertising partners on board with us tonight, and that is Kuna Kung Fu and Lama Therapy. Amatherapy, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't put the name at the top.
Yes, they did not.
So I had to
you
quickly
have to read the
read
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah. So good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lucas Gephardt, alongside my broadcast partner, Clay Hatfield, right? It's been a while since we worked together.
Yes, it has been.
All right. Here we go.
It's rock and roll.
Yeah, so we are live and free here at Kuna. Mountain View and Bora, a big line of item that we have to address pretty much right off the get-go here. Mountain View without their starting quarterback tonight, Dawson Wall, seen in street clothes in pregame warm-ups. He is not going to go tonight. Instead, it's going to be the sophomore, Dave Lee Green.
Yeah, Davey Green getting some playing time tonight, filling in for Dawson Wall. That could be a huge loss.
Yeah, we're good. Yep.
We'll see what adjustments they've made in the week building up to this game, and we'll see how ready Mr. Green is to step into the spotlight.
Yeah, Green getting the start tonight for Mountain View. Another Green getting the start over in just outside campus for Boise State. Taylor Green getting his first start as well. So we're ready to go here from Kuna. This should be a good one. It's the Mavs of Mountain View and Kuna, the Cavemen. Military night here tonight in Kuna, so they will be wearing the camo uniforms, camo tops with black pants and black socks, most of them at least, and the yellow numbering. Mountain View tonight in the visiting white uniforms, gray pants, silver helmets. And it's going to be the Mavs that are kicking things off to start. So Kuna will be getting the ball first. A big game, especially for Kuna. Kind of a prove-it game coming into this one. They lost by 14 to Eagle on the road a couple weeks ago. Mountain View is the only current ranked team left on the schedule. And as they sit in the middle of the SIC standings, currently in 4th place, behind 3-1 Kuna, 3-0 Mountain View, and 3-0 Eagle, Kuna needs this one to stay alive in the race for a conference title.
Yeah, they're still in it. They can still easily make the playoffs, and tonight would be a great step towards that goal.
Connington, a booming end-over-end kick. You're going to see that a lot tonight. The Mountain View kicker, Martin Connington, all he does is kick touchbacks. He does one here, and the Kuna offense will start at the 20.
Well, I'm excited for this matchup tonight. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah, this will be a good one. Mountain View coming into this game ranked 4th in the latest state media poll, as we said, 3-2 overall. Ahead of them is Rigby at 4-1. Meridian and Rocky sit at 1-2, respectively. Rocky getting all 12 first-place votes. Both those schools are 5-0.
And they'll meet up later this season, too. That's going to be a great game.
Yep, that'll be a great one. So Kuna starting under center. Cole Luquinga, the quarterback, slings this out far side. A short gain to start things off of about a yard, and it'll be a 2nd and 9. So Lukengay gets about a yard on the first completion of the day.
Completed that to Latimer for the short pickup.
Just underway here in the first quarter. 11.5 to go. Lukengay under center. Toss near side. This is Gus Austin. Wrapped up at the 29. Another short gain. So a quick third down coming up here for the Kuna offense.
Looked like a little just fly there to Austin. Trying to find any running room here against this Mountain View defense. And you've seen them play. The defense.
Mountain View's got a good defense.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I saw them play against Rocky the first half. They shut Rocky down. Got a little tired in the second half, ended up losing that game, but they have a shutdown defense when they're clicking.
Lukengay empty set on third down. He'll throw. Has time over the middle. Pass caught at the 30 near the marker. First down, Kuna. That's hauling that one in is Keyshawn Kelly, his first catch of the night.
And thrown into double coverage there from Lukengay. Nice catch by Kelly, able to bring that one in through the defenders.
So fresh set of downs here for the Cavemen as we played a minute and a half here in the first quarter. Lukengay now coming out in a I formation. You'll see multiple sets from Kuna as we go on tonight. One receiver in this set, man in motion. Celto in motion. They go to Celto. Passes incomplete along the far sideline at the 46, broken up by the Mavs secondary.
Good job there defensively. Again, throwing into pressure or throwing into coverage was Lukengay. That time it didn't pay off.
So second down and 10. This was from the 32. As Kuna breaks huddle on this second down. It's a Kuna team that is averaging 28 points a game entering the night. As they go on the ground to Gus Austin again, and no gain this time. Mountain View wrapping things up there at the line of scrimmage. First man there, Ivan Perkins, the linebacker. Brings up a third down and 9 at the 33.
So another long third down here that they're going to have to convert to keep this drive alive.
They picked up the last one as it was Keyshawn Kelly. Last time on third down, we'll see what they do here. Shotgun set for Lukengay. And in motion coming near side, that's Kelly. Lukengay to throw, has time over the middle, pass deflected and incomplete. And a late flag coming in. This could be on the defense as Wyatt Farnsworth, the first man there, broke it up for the Mavs, but
that might be targeting. We'll see what they call there. But that receiver got absolutely leveled.
Pass got deflected, so that may be Kuna's argument with this one. As we get the call. And it is a personal foul against Mountain View, so
but no targeting, might just be
unsportsmanlike is what it is. Nevertheless, a fresh set of downs, and you know, we had Mountain View, we broadcasted their game against Bora a couple weeks ago. Mountain View cruised in that game, won by 30 points, but penalties was an issue in that one.
And that was really what hurt him in the second half against Rocky, too, when I was there, was penalties in the second half.
This is a pass. Celto completes this one down the near sideline. First down, Kuna. Celto came in motion, got the pitch, threw it down the near sideline, and completed it to Austin Latimer for the big gain.
Little trick play there on 1st and 10. Why not? And a huge conversion for the Cavemen.
And coming off the play where Mountain View felt like they got off the field, drive kept alive by the penalty, and Kuna looking to cash in on the mistake. Ball at the 25 now, 1st and 10 Cavemen, 9:04 to go. I formation for Lukengay. Play action, rolling far side. Lukengay throwing on the run. Pass caught at the 25. Running to the first down is Austin. I believe he's close to a first down.
Looks like they're going to mark him just short at the 16.
So Austin coming on the field now, making the catch on that last one was Isaac Garcia, the running back, as he comes off.
Maybe on the tackle for the Mavericks.
So 2nd down and 1 is what they're going to call it. Kuna now inside the red zone for the first time tonight. They go on the ground to Austin, right side, has the first down to the 11. And Kuna quickly now knocking on the door. Set rolling near side, throws on the run, incomplete. May have gotten position, so he switched to running back, and now he's back in at quarterback. First play on the ground, they go to Kelton Richmond. And he gains about 5.
So we saw Davey Green taking most of the snaps and warm-ups. I didn't even see McGee taking any snaps.
I didn't either. And it was Green who took most of the first team reps and warm-ups, but back to throw now as McGee has a pass caught over the middle, still on his feet, down to the 30. And the first chunk play for the Mavs is another first down. It's going to be Colin Rogers.
The Mavs coming out in that hurry-up offense, not giving Kuna a chance to get set.
Shotgun set again for McGee. Back to the ground they go. This is Richmond once again, and he was only able to pick up a couple. We'll call it 2.5, maybe 3. And this almost feels, planned. This feels scripted.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Mountain View.
Absolutely.
So 2nd down and 7. Empty set now for McGee, who's taking over for the missing starting quarterback Wall. McGee keeper up the middle, has some room to the 20, is short of the first down. It'll be a 3rd and very short coming up.
Yeah, interesting to keep him running that hurry-up offense.
He's been the starting running back for most of the year for the Mavs, so makes sense that you designed some QB runs for him. Empty set on 3rd and short. Twins to each side. Mavs now looking to the far sideline for the play. And a motion coming to the near side. They'll throw. McGee short over the middle. Pass caught. Rogers slips out of a tackle and dropped inside the 5. 1st and goal, Mountain View.
Great job there just on the quick slant to Rogers. And another chunk play. You said it earlier. Just picking up nice yardage here.
It's been simple plays. I think that's going to have to be the key for Mountain View, too. Really simplify the playbook. 1st and goal, McGee in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle, short of the end zone is Dylan Van Giesen. Or Dallin Van Giesen.
We'll get it right.
Well, they're throwing all kinds of people at us, 3:44 to go, first quarter. Back on the ground. Keeping it is McGee. He's in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's part of the diversity that he brings to the game as a running back / quarterback is he can do the running, he can do the passing, and he's going to have to fill some big shoes there with Wall out tonight. And so far, first drive of the game, he did just that. Yeah,
passed the test with flying colors as Mountain View marches down the field, now doubling up Kuna 6-3 as we wait for the point after. Connington's kick on the way, and it is good. So our score now 7-3, and Mountain View without their starting quarterback, the senior Wall, out tonight. Instead, they bring out their starting running back at the quarterback position, and Justin McGee, the junior, marches the Mavs right down the field, topping it off with a short McGee touchdown run. Are you interested in acupuncture but not a fan of needles? Try Lametherapy and Kathleen Taylor. Ametherapy combines traditional Chinese medicine with Korean form of bodywork for healing and relaxation. Get an appointment scheduled today by calling Kathleen Taylor at 208-794-3311. All right, so initial thoughts. You've seen a drive from each team now. Both teams have some points on the board.
I think Kuna is going to have to chew up clock and keep this Mountain View offense off, and they did that in the first drive. It just ended in a field goal instead of a touchdown, but points are points on that first drive, and they're going to have to figure out a way to shut down McGee when he's out there on offense because he dominated that drive.
Connington kicked this one through the uprights. So that one didn't even land in the end zone. Connington's got a leg, I'm telling you.
Yes, he does.
So the Kuna offense coming back out onto the field now. 7-3 our score as we have 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Threes all over the place here for Kuna with 3:33, 3 points on the board. And Lukinge brings the offense back out on the field for this drive, which once again will start at the 20. Run up the middle, not getting much. Gaining about 2.
So just sticking there with the little short running game. We saw that on the first drive. They were able to come up with a couple big pass plays when they needed to, and the one was aided by the personal foul that kept the drive alive.
Lukinge picked up 2 on the keeper on first down, so 2nd and 8. As they go on the ground, trying the right side now, bursting into the second level is Isaac Garcia, the senior running back. Good gain on 2nd down, brings up 3rd down, and pretty reasonable. We'll call it 2.
Yeah, long 2, short 3. But, as you said, reasonable.
Yeah. As the whole point of that last run, set up an easier 3rd down. And really opening up the playbook now for Kuna. 3rd down and 2. Lukinge under center now. Handoff up the middle. I don't know if he got there. From the spot, he didn't get there. 4th down coming up.
Tried to hit that 2-hole and just met the entire defensive line from Mountain View.
And a roll of the dice here early for Kuna. They're going to go for it.
Wow.
Head coach Jeff Shank in his 2nd season rolling the dice here. 4th and inches from the 29.
They going for it? They're going to try to draw the defense off.
They're going for it.
it.
Lukinge, keeper up the middle. It's close.
That's going to be really close. And they're going to give it to him.
Yep, 1st down, Kuna.
Ooh.
It was close.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't get it by much.
What a gutsy call there by Coach Shank, though.
I know I was watching down on the sidelines and a few of their assistants. There wasn't much hesitation there with Kuna. They said, we think we can pick this up, and they went and picked it up. They give Lukinge a yard on the 4th down keeper. Empty set now. This is what I was talking about last drive with the multiple looks. 5 receivers in this one. Lukinge to throw. Flags fly, pass caught, short to Kelly. As we'll check the marker.
That may be an illegal formation. I don't think they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage, but we'll wait and see what the call is here for sure. See if I'm earning my paycheck tonight or not.
Yeah.
Oh, sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
0 for 1.
So I don't believe that will actually be any penalty yards. That's a warning on the first time. So
Just to watch yourself on the first one.
So Kelly, who just made the catch, comes off, replacing him, Austin Latimer. So expect maybe a run formation here for Kuna. They come out in the pistol set on 2nd and 5. Play action. Lukinge throws short, caught by Colton Detheridge, breaks a tackle, 1st down to midfield.
Nice misdirection there on the fake handoff. The running back came to the left side. Lukinge went back to his right, rolled out, hit his receiver in stride.
So fresh set of downs here for the Cavemen at the 46 as they approach midfield. Again, the good-looking drive last time resulted in 3. They're looking for some more on this drive as Mountain View, a team that can put some points on the board. Running through their last 3 weeks, 34 out of Waihe, 37 against Bora. Another Kuna first down as they go to Garcia. And then last week, 50 at home against Boise. This team can score.
And they're methodical about it. They're not in a hurry. You're not going to see a lot of rushing to the line. And here they're just going to let the first quarter run out and head into the second, trailing by 4, but on a run.
Yeah, and I think if you're Kuna, you're feeling pretty good about that first quarter. Mountain View maybe as well as both defenses struggling a little bit early, but as we move here to the second quarter, we'll take this time once again to tell you about Kuna Kung Fu, which brings the life-changing benefits of martial arts to Kuna. Receive traditional training in bare hand fighting techniques, body strengthening, and mental stamina. Find Kuna Kung Fu on social media or stop by the school here in Kuna on 4th Street for a free class. Just look for the yellow signs. They say, "Go Cavemen." We also want to thank our power boosters here tonight that are all on board with us. There's quite a bit of them. We have Big Judson Meridian, Pacific Residential Mortgage, College of Idaho, Meridian Plumbing, Evade Pest Management, Metro Appraisals, as well as Avalon Family Dental, B&D Supply here in Kuna, JM Sanitation, Pioneer Sports and Pain Center, Clarify Eye Care Center, and Evade Pest Management and College of Idaho also on board with Kuna as well. So they're supporting both schools here tonight.
Get more bang for your buck doing it that way.
All right, first play of the second quarter. Kuna on the right side of the 50 at the 44. Toss, near side, breaking a tackle. Here he comes down the near sideline. Is Garcia pushed out of bounds. It'll be close to another Kuna first down.
Looks like they're going to mark him just a couple yards shy there.
So second and short coming up now for the Cavemen. The Kuna offense has looked, I think, pretty good here early on.
Yeah, they have. And, I just talked about it. They're not in a rush. They're going to go out there, take their time, chew up some clock, and just move the ball downfield.
Kuna resetting the play here on this second down. Back to the ground they go. Garcia once again has the first down across the 35 to the 34. So fresh set of downs coming up here for the Cavemen. Again, you said it earlier, Clay, methodical drive.
And it's working so far. They're chewing up the clock, keeping the offense for Mountain View off the field. But again, it's going to be important to turn these drives into points.
Oh, for sure. I have a feeling that, not that anyone's betting on high school, but I have a feeling the over is going to hit in this one.
Yeah.
Both offenses look good here early as we have a timeout on the field.
Taken by Kuna, their first timeout.
So 2 remain there for Kuna. Mountain View still with all 3 timeouts. 11.5 to go, second quarter. And we'll take this opportunity here to tell you a little bit more about both of these schools. Again, we mentioned it right about the kickoff, right when we were getting things going. Kuna kind of sitting in the middle of the pack here in the SIC Rivers pod. They are, if you will, the best team in the second tier of this Rivers pod.
Yeah.
If you kind of look at it, because you have Eagle, Mountain View, Nampa. Nampa's 3-1. Mountain View and Eagle are both 3-0 in conference play. Cuna's 1-2. Bora's 1-3. Owaihe's 1-3. Boise has yet to win a game here in conference play. But Kuna, I think you look back at that September 16th game, they ran into one of the best running backs in the state, Daniel Carrillo, who ran for 198 yards on them and 3 touchdowns, 24 carries. He was a problem for the Cavemen that night. But you have a thrilling win against Bora back on September the 10th where they were down 16 going into the fourth quarter, ended up forcing overtime, coming back and winning that game. This is a Kuna program that's missed state the last few years, has had a bit of a hard time adjusting to the 5A levels. They'll throw on first down, home run ball, far side, incomplete. But you look 19 they won state at the 4A level. 2020, they jump up to 5A. They go 1-6 in a shortened season due to COVID. Last year, you're 1-8. This year, you're off to the best start since that 2019 season at 3-2.
And right in the middle of the playoff hunt.
Right.
And you couldn't
You're
ask
right
for much
there.
more.
So definitely a season that's been a step in the right direction for Kuna. Mountain View on the other side, they had a season end a little earlier than they would have liked last year. They finished the year 9-1, upset in the quarterfinals by Meridian. Second down, I formation, twin set. Ruler-Kinge throwing short pass, caught but losing his footing as he catches that ball is Latimer, and he's going to be marked down at the 31. So 3rd and 7 coming up with 11:10 to go before halftime. They're going to say that he only gained a yard on that, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 and a big third down coming up for Kuna.
Because this might be out of range for their kicker.
Yeah, I think this is 4-down territory,
Yeah.
I think. So 3rd and 7. Twin receivers near side, single to the far side. Kinge in the shotgun, man in motion going to the far side. Kinge will throw. Here comes the pressure, gets the ball off. It's incomplete. Pressure forced the incompletion to Deatheridge there, 4th down.
That was Mason Childs in Lukenge's face there quickly on the blitz.
So 4th down coming up. It'll be a 4th and 9. Kuna looks like they're ready to go for it, which,
Yeah,
okay,
why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're not going to punt from the 33.
And you're not going to try a 50-yard field goal either.
Yeah, right. So 4th down and 9 from the 32. 4 receivers in the set for Lukenge.
They might be bringing the heat again. Watch those linebackers. Here comes the blitz.
They'll throw over the middle. Caught near the first down. He's short. Pass was caught by Luke Selko, and he was short of the first down, so the turnover on downs gives the ball back to Mountain View.
And he cut his route just 2 yards short there, did Selko. You got to know where those sticks are, make it past them.
Yeah, especially in the 4th down situation there. So 1st and 10 there for the Mavs. They'll take over at the 24. The first defensive stop we've had so far tonight by either school. This is Mountain View's 2nd drive of the night. McGee's still in at quarterback. Four receivers in the set for McGee. Have a man in motion. They'll run the speed option. They give it to that man in motion. It's Van Giesen. A flag flies in the backfield. This one.
They're going to call holding against the Mavericks.
Yeah, a quick call, too.
Yeah, he wasn't messing around.
They were pretty confident about that one.
So that'll back the Mavs up 10 yards. Make it 1st and a whole bunch.
Yeah, and when you're without your starting quarterback, the last thing you want to do if you're Mountain View is sit behind the chains.
Yeah. It's 1st and 25 now.
Yeah, because the holding came in the backfield, and it's from the spot. So they're calling it a 1st and 26. Looks like they run the same play, but this time McGee keeps as he goes down the far hash, gets some of that yardage back, but still well behind the sticks here on 2nd down.
Yeah, just reading the linebackers there to see who they commit to. That time they committed to the running back, and McGee just tucked the ball, kept it, and picked up a couple yards.
2nd and 22 now for McGee. McGee, play action. Rolling near side, has some time, slings it to the sideline. Pass is
I think they're going to give it to him, yeah.
Caught by Braden Edwards, the senior. His first catch tonight brings up a 3rd down and about 6 or 7.
The receiver had to go to his knees there to catch that, so didn't have a chance to run after the catch.
Good job by McGee not panicking when the first couple reads weren't there. 3rd down. McGee hard count, now looking to the sideline, whistles, and a timeout. And that's taken by Mountain View. which is their first. So both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in the half. 9:27 to go before halftime. I want to once again thank our major advertising partners there: Project Filter, Valleywide Cooperative, the Idaho Transportation Department, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Next Steps Idaho, and your local Toyota dealer. You can also make memories made tonight last a lifetime by owning a digital file of this game for just $9.95. Click the button at the top right to order it now. And you are watching Idaho Sports, but you can also follow us on social media. We have a Facebook account, Twitter, and Instagram as well. You can get updates, breaking news, pictures, and more. Click the links at the top left to follow us. So out of the timeout, 3rd down and long coming up for Mountain View.
This is a big play here for the Kuna defense. If they can stop Mountain View on this, they have a chance to flip the field for their offense.
Empty set for McGee, who's throwing. Running out of time. McGee buying time. Throws this one over the middle. It's intercepted, and Kuna comes up with a big stop. The interception, Gus Austin, the senior linebacker, picks it off at midfield, and Kuna will take over at the 42.
And good job by Austin there, just playing zone defense. Stuck with McGee, read his eyes, stepped into the passing lane, and picked that one off. And that gives the ball to Kuna in fantastic field position, 1st and 10 at the Mountain View 42.
Yeah, so the Kuna offense now looking to cash in on the great field position that Austin just gave them with the interception. Run set, Garcia, the back. They go to Garcia, up the middle, across the 40, and stop there at the 39. 2nd down coming up for Kuna, 9:10 to go here in the second. Kinga getting the play, now bringing it back to the huddle for this 2nd down. Again, Mountain View without the starting quarterback, Dawson Wall, tonight. Last season was 1st team all-conference. Not playing tonight for the Mavs. Toss, near side, breaking a tackle, hurdling a defender, Garcia into the red zone.
Nice run there by Garcia, just would not be brought down. You said it, hurdled a defender, picked up a few extra yards after that, all the way down to the 20.
Kuna in the red zone now for the 2nd time tonight. Last time they were down here, they got a field goal. As we approach the halfway mark of the 2nd quarter. Well, maybe the quarter mark of the 2nd quarter. 8:32 to go. Run set, run up the middle. Is getting across the 20, not much more after that. Was again Garcia. Troy Grizzle, the junior, there for the stop. So 2nd down and 9 as they give Garcia a yard.
It's been kind of feast or famine here for the run game for Kuna. They're either picking up big chunks of yardage or not getting anything at all at the line.
It's been a bit of a power run game, too, for Kuna. So they come back out in this run formation. Now they're going to flip it from the right to the left. Garcia, the deep back. Mountain View looked like they jumped, and here comes a flag.
So an easy 5 yards there for the Cavemen. Makes it 2nd and 4.
So this will push the ball inside the 15 to the 14. Turns a 2nd and 9 into a 2nd and 4. Kuna knocking on the door now. Again going with the run set. Garcia the back. They go to Garcia up the middle. Working between the tackles. Can't get much. Just a couple as a host of Mavs are there to make the stop.
Yeah, and up the middle just hasn't been working. They've been picking up their yards by getting to the edge. Haven't really found any running room just up the gut.
3rd down and 2 now coming up from the 12. Approaching the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter, or the second quarter.
You're looking way ahead in the game.
Yeah, a little bit. At least I caught myself that time. 3rd and 2. Toss. Garcia near side. Breaks the tackle, steps out of bounds near the 5. It's enough for a first down. Garcia, a tough running back to bring down on first contact. He broke 1 tackle, and it was enough to give the Cavemen a first.
And again, that running room came on the edge.
Yep. That's kind of, but you talked a little bit about the feast or famine in the running game. It seems like the feast is on the outside.
Yeah.
The famine has been between the tackles. 1st and goal now for Kuna. And that's a false start. That's going to be on Garcia. He twitched his shoulder. Easy one there.
Yes, it was. Everybody saw that one.
Nowhere to hide when you're not on the line and you twitch like that. So 1st and goal for Kuna. Now from the 13. Luke Snar, the receiver, to the top of your screen. On 1st and goal, another false start. This one is going to be on Kuna as well.
Well, the bad news is it's 1st and goal from the 18. The good news is it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, right. You want the good news or the bad news? As DeRazio called on the flag that time for Kuna. So now we might see a bit of a different offensive set. Like I said, Kuna can do 4 receivers. They can do 1 receiver. You will see all kinds of formations out of them. This time you're going to see an I formation. 1st and goal from the 18 now. Celto, the man in motion. Lukinda throwing out to Celto. Caught. Touchdown, Kuna. 18 yards to Luke Celto.
And Lucan Gay had him all the way, just waited for him to rub off on the safety there. And as soon as that happened, wide open, easy score for the Cavemen.
Fireworks celebrating the first touchdown for Kuna here tonight at home. It is military night here in Kuna. That sideline is fired up. Got a top 5 team on your home turf. In what's been a bit of a turnaround year here for Kuna. This would be a bit of a statement win if they're able to come away with it tonight. Extra point up and good. Mountain View almost came off the edge and blocked it. That was Mason Childs, but nevertheless, the extra point is good. 10-7 our score now.
And again, another drive that just chewed up clock. That took over 7 minutes there between the first quarter and the second quarter. And this time resulted in a touchdown score.
Yeah, and you talked a little bit about the atmosphere here at Kuna. Again, military night, special uniforms here for the Cavemen. It just feels like this is the game they have to win to prove to the rest of the state and the rest of the conference that they can play with the big dogs. This was a school that really, like on that 19 run, dominated the 4A class. They were good that year. Undefeated. They ran the table.
Fantastic. Yeah, I got to watch them in the championship game against Blackfoot, and they owned every team that they came up against that season.
Yeah, ran like I said, ran the table. 13-0 that season, and then moved up to 5A in 2020. A bit of an adjustment to the last 2 years, but now this is still a relatively young squad. They feel like they could compete with the Rockies, the Eagles, the Mountain Views of the SIC.
And there's an outside chance they may drop back down to 4A with the new high school in Kuna opening up next year.
Oh,
I don't know that they'll drop down next year,
sure.
but there could be another change coming for them, depending on how the numbers play out.
Yeah, it's been a program that's sort of bounced back between the 2 classifications over the years. Send over on kick. Takes a hop at the 15. Picking this up, running down the far sideline. Look out. Here's a seam. Off to the races across the 50. Still on his feet. It dropped at the 35. Colin Rogers on the return. But a flag sits at the 37.
And that may be coming back, and they're moving the flag way back, too. They're moving the flag all the way back to the 25. So that's going to negate a huge run by Rogers.
So as we get the call here.
Holding on the return team.
And that is going to negate the big return by Rogers. That's the second time Rogers has kind of broken free a little bit on the kick return.
Except this time it goes for naught.
All the way back to the 15 are the Mavs now.
It's a 50-yard penalty if you take it from where he went out.
Yep. McGee, 1st and 10, empty set. Quarterback keeper up the middle. McGee has some room. Down the hash marks, a first down, a pickup of 12 on the keeper. McGee all over the place last week as well. Had 4 touchdowns in the 50-7 win over Boise.
It's not a bad day's work.
Yeah. 4 touchdowns in one day. That'll do it. Back to the ground they go. This time they hand it off, and slipping and not able to gain much is Mountain View on this one. It is a different playing surface than Mountain View's playing.
Yeah.
It is natural grass tonight. Mountain View, their home field is turf. Most of the other schools in the area are also turf. Kuna, one of the rare schools here in the Boise area, really, that plays on grass.
And as it starts to get cooler, the grass will start to get a little bit more wet. We might see a little bit more slipping and sliding going on.
McGee, near side, complete to Rogers. First down, Mountain View to the 45. Here comes a flag.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activities there. That's going to be 15 yards against Kuna, I believe, added on to the end of that run.
Well, there's about a third or half of the yards that they gained on the return. It's going to come right back here as this penalty will push Mountain View over midfield. If it stands. They're having a conversation about it. We'll see. Still discussing the penalty are the officials. And they may end up picking this flag up. We'll see. Here comes the call. 2 fouls. One is on Kuna. And another personal foul, a face mask, also on Kuna. So now that is going to push Mountain View over first down. There was a lot to discuss on that one at any rate. However you chalk it up, big game for Mountain View. Is this a 30-yard penalty? This is a 30-yard penalty. They must have called the face mask, which is a penalty, and then it probably came after the play, so add 15 more.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty. And they're right back to where they were on that Rogers run back.
Yep, 1st and 10. McGee, keeper up the middle, has some room, down the near sideline. McGee is loose to the 10 and dropped down inside the red zone. 1st and goal, Mountain View. Kuna again struggling a bit with the running game. Carrillo got loose on him last time out. They were off last week, but last time Kuna played, Carrillo went for almost 200. That's the Nampa running back, one of the best in the state. McGee, who is normally a running back, playing quarterback tonight. Handoff up the middle this time is going to gain a couple.
That was Carrasco there on the carry. Kindler on the tackle.
Just a gain of a yard there for Carrasco. No huddle again. Second down. McGee will throw. McGee running out of time. McGee is going to go down in the backfield.
And that's just a coverage stack right there. McGee had nowhere to go with the ball. Great job defensively by that defensive backfield for the Kuna Cavemen.
Third down, goal to go following the sack. They're at the 12. 4.5 to go before the break. Four receivers in the set for McGee. Shotgun on third and goal. He'll throw. McGee lofts one. End zone. Touchdown, Mountain View. Braden Edwards hauling in the 12-yard score for the Mavs, and Mountain View is back on top.
That is one way to answer a touchdown drive from the other end, especially after that big run came all the way back.
Right.
Good job keeping your composure and just working your way down the field. Helps that you picked up 30 yards on that penalty, or on those two penalties.
Extra point, Connington up and good. The score now 14-10. Another nifty-looking drive there from the Mavs with the backup quarterback, McGee. This offense still humming a little bit as they have 2 touchdowns on the board now.
Yeah, and that really quieted down the Kuna sideline here. The fans, I think, are in a little bit of shock.
Yeah, with just how
that drive just fell apart defensively.
Right.
Just mental
and
mistakes.
It happened after the penalty, too.
Yeah.
I think they're feeling pretty good about themselves. You had the face mask plus a personal foul, which was after the play. So now you have 30 penalty yards, which booted
just
them right into the red zone.
Down, yeah.
So 4:10 to go before halftime. Kuna set to get the ball back. It's been a good one so far here on IdahoSports.com. It is Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. Glad you chose to spend your Friday night with us instead of
the other guys?
Yeah.
Or the BSU game?
Instead of 40,000 other people who chose to spend it somewhere else. Or 36,000, I guess. Here comes the kick from Connington. This one is shorter. We'll see if it's returnable. It is. This is a rarity. Not many Connington kicks are returnable, but Kuna is going to return this one. Breaking free, Luke Soto. Across the 30, he's going to go. Touchdown, Kuna, 99 yards.
How about that answer right there? 4:10 left in the half. You wonder if they're going to have enough time to score since they're so methodical. Just put it in the arms of your special teams and let them take it to the house from 99 yards away.
And Connington has got an absolute cannon of a leg. This isn't my first Mountain View game this year. He kicks touchbacks every single time. It's almost routine for him. Celto that time got an opportunity to take it out from the 1, and he takes it 99 yards to the house. That may have been the only kick that's even been returnable for Connington all year. And it goes for 6. Extra point, up, and good. 17-14, and back and forth we go from Kuna.
Well, this has been a fantastic first half, and we still have just under 4 minutes left to go.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic game between these two teams. Again, I want to thank our power boosters on board with us tonight. Mountain View's power boosters, they got some good ones. Big Judd's and Meridian, Pacific Residential Mortgage, College of Western Idaho, Meridian Plumbing, Evade Pest Management, and Metro Appraisals. Over in Kuna, we have Avalon Family Dental, D&B Supply. They also have the College of Western Idaho on board, as well as J&M Sanitation, Pioneer Sports and Pain Clinic, Clarify Eye Care Center, and also Evade Pest Management. A couple companies sponsoring both schools tonight. Certainly want to thank them for their support of high school athletics here in Idaho. All right.
See if Mountain View can top that.
Right? 3:53 to go, second quarter. 17-14. Our score now as Kuna tees this up between the hash marks. And the crowd that was quiet after the Mountain View touchdown, Edwards catching that 12-yard touchdown, has now come back to life.
We'll wait here to see how Mountain View answers on this offensive drive.
Mountain View has also been good on special teams, bringing this one out. Look out across the 30. This for Mountain View is Akeley, still on his feet and dropped at the 39, but a flag back at the 30. This might be coming back.
And if it does, that's back-to-back kickoffs negated by penalties.
But all three Mountain View kick returns have gone for big yards.
Yeah.
Granted, there's been penalties on two of them, but Mountain View sees something in the kick return game.
If they could just quit holding.
Yeah. So Akeley, the return, that time for Mountain View, has this one wiped out. They're going to spot it at the 20. Last time it was Rogers who had it wiped out. Penalties becoming a small issue, I'll say.
For both teams.
Yeah.
That has not been a cleanly played first half.
1st and 10 from the 20 after the penalty. McGee will throw on first down. Now he's going to keep it up the middle, is stopped at the line of scrimmage, and then falls forward to gain about 2 yards. Caden Hoffler was there on the stop for Kuna.
Yeah, under pressure there. Just decided to tuck the ball and try to pick up what he could instead of taking the sack.
Second down for McGee. He'll throw. Has time. Far side. Incomplete, but a flag. 2 of them, in fact.
That's either going to be pass interference or holding on the defense. Either way, it should be a first down for Mountain View.
He's looking for Braden Edwards on the far side. And, yeah, you're right, Clay. This one probably going against Mountain View.
Pass interference by Kuna.
Well, that'll be enough to pick up a first down for the Mavericks.
Fresh set of downs, will put them at the 38. 3:15 to go before the break. 4 receivers in the set for McGee. Man in motion, McGee decides to keep it. He's not going anywhere. This one's stuffed in the backfield, a loss of 3.
Good job there by the defense that time to stay home, ignore the fly sweep, and just play your position and play it well. And when you do that, good things happen for the defense.
Under 3 minutes to play now, second quarter. Loss of 2 officially, so a 2nd and 12 for McGee. He'll throw. Has time, near side, Rogers caught at the 44.
But again, had to go down to get that, so didn't have a chance to put any yards after catch on it.
Yeah, which really is the whole point of the play.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing off coverage. Let's get it to our playmakers, short yardage, and have them run with it. 3rd down and 4. McGee to throw, pumps once, pumps twice, throws this one out. It was deflected. It was deflected by Kuna. Logan Blades got his hands on it, and that forced the incompletion, and a 4th down coming up now for the Mavs. A 4th and 4 with 2:18 to go before the break. Here comes punt formation. The first punt I believe we've seen
first
tonight.
Punt tonight.
Connington on to punt it for Mountain View. Back deep to receive Jason Monroe for Kuna. Special teams already playing a role in this one. Luke Celto, a 99-yard kick return just a few moments ago. This punt will take a bounce. Receiving it on the bounce is Monroe, and he's only able to pick up a couple. So here comes the Kuna offense once more. And now for Kuna, a chance to take control of the game a little bit here. If you could go down and get 6 points before the break, you're up 2 scores on a top 5 team in the state of Idaho 5A class.
Right now, you just want to keep this ball. You don't want to give it back quickly to Mountain View because Mountain View also gets the second half kickoff.
True.
So you don't want to give them a chance to score on back-to-back possessions.
2:07 to play here in the quarter.
First and 10 for Kuna on the
Coming up at halftime is the halftime report here on Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. Before we do that, though, still 2 minutes and change to go here in the first half. Pass short, caught out of bounds to Detheridge. Luke Gay, the short passing pitch and catch there is really only going to get about a yard, if that. 2 minutes to go.
Gain of 1 yard on the play.
That will not get you down the field very quickly with 2 minutes left in the half.
Second and 10. Lukengay in the shotgun set. He'll throw. Far side, incomplete, was looking for Kelly.
Pass is incomplete.
So now, with 1:57 still left to go in the first half, a 3rd and long coming up here for Kuna, and Mountain View with 2 timeouts in their pocket is thinking they might be able to get some points.
Getting the offense ready. Because they could be working with a short field if they can hold on to this field position here for Kuna.
Ball sitting on the 18, 3rd and 9. Shotgun set for Lukengay. Delayed handoff up the middle, not even close to the first down marker. A gain of a couple. And the point of that, I think, was to either force Mountain View to use a timeout, which they are, or roll some clock.
Brought down by number 88.
Yeah, Mountain View took a little bit of time there off the clock before they called that timeout. They ran about 6 seconds off.
1:44 remaining here in the half. So Mountain View, with that one timeout, probably going to get the football in some pretty decent field position.
And this will be the first punt for Kuna tonight.
Yeah. So back-to-back punts. First 3 and out, I think, for either team.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we'll see what the punt special teams looks like for Mountain View. The kickoff special teams have been great except for the penalties.
Kai Akeley going back deep to receive the punt for Mountain View, standing at his own 48.
Back to punt for the Caveman, number 41, Jason Monroe.
Monroe into punt. The snap a little high here. They come. It's blocked. Mountain View blocked the punt, and it's going to be a touchdown, I believe. It is a touchdown for Mountain View. The Mavs blocked the punt. Special teams once again comes to life.
That time they didn't have to run it back. They just swatted that ball out of the air. The snap was a little bit off. I think it just threw the timing off there, and that was enough for Mountain View special teams to get back there, smother that ball, and kept it in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the block punt for the Mavs puts them back in front with 1:36 to go. This game has a little bit of everything. Connington's extra point, no problem. Man.
Yeah, how about that turn of events?
This has been a fun one here from Kuna. Military night here in Kuna. 21-17 the score. 1:36 remaining before the half. Are you interested in acupuncture but not a fan of needles? Try ametherapy with Kathleen Taylor. Ametherapy combines traditional Chinese medicine with a Korean form of body work for healing and relaxation. Get an appointment scheduled today by calling Kathleen Taylor, 208-794-3255. 33-11.
Well, we'll see what Kuna can do here with a $136. 2 timeouts still sitting in their pockets.
Yep. 1:36 to go. Like you said, Clay, 2 timeouts still in their pocket. And we'll see if Connington just boots this one into the parking lot.
I bet it ends up on the roof of the school.
There it goes. No chance at this one. Out of the end zone.
Out of the end zone for a touchback.
So not even messing around there with Connington.
You're going to see that the rest of the night,
Yep.
I think. Salto brought the last one back 99 yards for the score. So here comes the Kuna offense once again. 1:36 to go before the break. 2 timeouts in their pocket. Four receivers in the set. 1st and 10 from the 20. They go up the middle. Garcia, nothing doing.